Hey friends, I'm Rob. Thanks for coming by my channel again. Today I want to talk about something that is very important, something that I try to do all the time, and something that you should probably be doing too, actually, right now. You should be practicing. Everyone needs to practice. It's not glamorous, but it's part of getting better at really any skill, especially learning an instrument. So there's all sorts of different ways that you can practice. Everybody's different. Set up your own practice routine based on what you're trying to learn and the goals that you're trying to get toward. Different types of practicing would be really, even listening could be practice. I listen and practice all the time. I try to figure out what kind of chord progressions I'm hearing when I'm out and about in public, hearing music, whether I'm eating food or whatever. Noodling is kind of practice, really just kind of wiggling your fingers and making all sorts of noise kind of nonsensically. Practicing on, your basic fundamentals, scales and all that sorts of stuff. Rehearsing for a show is a type of practice. And I've been in bands where we've only practiced once or twice. And, really performing was kind of our practice. So performing can actually also be practice for you. Ultimately, it really just depends on where you're at in the process. So, if you're a beginner and you're just starting out, number one thing you want to do is you want to get into shape. You want to build up your calluses. You want to work on your finger dexterity, work on your muscle memory, and then you want to do some stretches, some basic stretches I like to do. I like to put my arms straight out, and I like to pull my fingers up like so for a few seconds and take a couple breaths. Pull my hand down like that and pull my fingers back. And then I like to go palm up to the sky and fingers down. Ooh, that's a really good one. So you want to do some stretches. The second thing you want to do is you want to learn how to read some type of music notation. I would suggest just starting off with, the basic chord diagrams, those little boxes that you see above sheet music that's intended for a guitar. Learn how to read those. Learn how to read some guitar tablature. You can learn how to read some standard notation, however you want to do it. Whatever is the easiest method, that's what you want to figure out for right now. Work on the other stuff later. Okay, the third thing you want to learn is you want to learn some basic chords, down here in the root position. I'm going to suggest, just for the sake of an upcoming video, learn G, E, C, and A. G, E, C, and A. We'll talk about that later. I might not be fully in tune right now, but anyway, moving on. Learn songs that you want to play. Motivation is very important. 3 Blind Mice only goes so far. It might be the jam to a 5-year-old, but it's not going to get you fired up to learn any kind of music. So that's the fourth thing you want to do. The fifth thing you want to do is memorize the bottom 2 strings on the guitar, the lower 2 strings. You want to memorize every single note on every fret. That's really one of the few things you're going to have to memorize using my system. Okay, the next thing you want to learn is maybe some triads, inversions of triads. We'll talk about that in a future video. And then you'll want to learn like some pentatonics and basic scales and stuff, just to kind of get going. So this is the kind of stuff we're going to be focusing on over the course of the next multiple videos. You'll be focusing on some basic music theory concepts for beginners and intermediate guitarists, or just people who basically just want to brush up on some of the fundamentals and build a solid foundation. Hey, let's go ahead and get started with my favorite warm-up. It's called the 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise. All right, so the 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise is pretty basic. Really aren't doing anything musically here. You're just strengthening your fingers and warming them up. This is a great exercise for when you're just starting off. It's a great exercise for when you're getting ready to go out and play a gig, get warmed up. So you assign 1 fret per finger. We can count. We have fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. We pick a fret. It's real easy. And you just go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up a string 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. When you get to the top, walk it back down to the bottom. So I'm just going to start at the 3rd fret, G. you can see, I'm going up, down, up, down, up, down. You can't see, but I'm going to show you now. Okay, and yeah, that was a little sloppy, but you know, we can't be sloppy. We're just practicing here. It's okay. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise. That's all you got to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. Now we could take this a step further and do different variations on that. We could start all the way down at the 1st fret, walk it up and down, go up to the 2nd fret, walk it up and down, 3rd fret, walk it up and down, take that all the way up to the 12th fret, and then walk it back down. You know, it'll take you less and less time the more you do that. And so that's really where this is going here. That is such a great exercise. See, and sometimes I'll stop if I'm feeling like I'm being sloppy. I'm playing a little fast just to kind of get through it here. I'm not going to get through the whole thing, but you see where I'm going with this. And you're going to want to try to get as much of an even tone from note to note as possible. You want to not have any buzzing or strings ringing out, you know, if you go slowly. So you had buzzed on the very first one, and that's kind of an inherent part of this guitar, but that's okay. See, it's very inconsistent. I still need a lot of practice, you know. I took 5 years off, and anyway. So we're working it up here. All right, so that's the gist of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, just do basic. Okay, start it down here, work it up to the top, work it back down. Then we could do some other basic variations on that. You know, we could do what I call down up. You know, where you're going down in tone, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're going up the strings. And then you go up, down. Up in tone, down in string. The same string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. You do however you want it. You can do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, and so on. There's all sorts of different ways. You could try it. A little overdrive going here. God, the cat's coming up here. I'm pausing. So, I mean, that's really basically it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do however many variations you want to do it. You just want to do it consistently, and you want to maybe spend 10 or 15 minutes just doing that stuff. Especially if you're getting started. It's really good. It's really going to get your fingers warmed up. It's really going to get you into shape. All right, I think that's about it for my practice routine video here. We're just gonna be focusing on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that simple. Take it or leave it. It's my suggestion. Try that out for 15 minutes or so, and call me in the morning. All right. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. We got a fun one on tap, and make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you won't miss another video. We're going to get deep into it, folks, and I sure hope that you join me on this little mission here. We're going to be getting better. We're going to be improving on guitar. So, again, thanks a lot. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next time.